Just wait 2 more minutes, okay? In case anybody else wants to join a bit late.
Abu malakak ka?
What is it? Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So inshallah we will continue our session today from where we left off last week. Okay. So let me just share my screen here. Okay. Right. So if we open our project last week, okay. So if we open our project last week, we have gotten to the point of we were trying to move the selector over the food. Okay. And then we wasn't able to move it. All right. So I have figured it out how to do it. So basically, right. Okay, so first, you guys open back all of your project. Or you guys already opened back your project?
Okay.
Okay. So when you open your project, you go back to the script. You click over here, right, on the script here. Okay, to open it back. Okay. So the solution is like this. So I have here. Okay. So this is a variable. Okay. Variable is basically a place where we keep a value of something. Okay. So for this instance, we are keeping a value of the current position of the selector. Okay. So this $sign will actually allow us to select any of these nodes over here. Okay. And we want to select the selector node. So this is selector node dot position. Okay. So dot position is actually inside Godot is considered as a vector 2. Vector 2 is a variable, is a type of data that contains two axis, the X and Y axis. Okay, so what I mean by X and Y axis is very closest. Okay, so X and Y axis, this is the X axis, okay, and this is the Y axis. Up and down is the Y axis, and left and right is the X axis. Okay, so if we want to make something go to the right, then what we have to do is we have to increase the X axis. Okay, we want to make something go to the left, then we decrease the X axis. Okay, so same as going up and down. So if you want to go up, then you increase the X axis. You decrease, because the X axis is start from the origin. Origin is here. Okay, so 0 is here. So 0x, 0y is here. So going down, the y increase. Okay, going to the right, the x increase. Okay, so I'll give you example. We go back to script. Okay, so variable current this one can be anything. This is the name of the variable, current pos. So to say current position, so selected position. Okay, and then once we have kept the variable, the value, then what I want to say here is if event dot is action press UI right, that means if you press the right button, okay, current pos dot x plus equals to 10. So we want it to go to the right by 10 pixels, or yeah, basically around 10 pixels lah. So, and then at the very end over here on line 11, we replace back the value that we have already changed for the selector position. Okay, so if we were to run this and I press the right button, then it goes to the right. If I press anything else, it doesn't work lah. Right now it's just going to the right. Okay,
Macam mana tu?
macam mana tu? Okay, bahagian mana yang tak faham?
Tak.
Yang mana satu yang tak faham?
Yang tadi tu.
Okay. Right. Jadi kita start dengan kat sini ada current var ni adalah maknanya kita nak bagi tahu, kita nak namakan satu variable. Okay. Nama dia adalah current post. Okay. Sama dengan selector.position. So selector.position ni adalah position untuk selector ni. Okay. So kalau kita tengok balik kat ni, yang kita punya hijau tu, yang kita punya hijau ni adalah selector. Okay, dah kita namakan selector. Okay. So kita nak dapatkan position dia punya kedudukan dia. So far, yang tu faham?
Faham?
Okay. Lepas tu, ni dalam function input event. Okay, jadi ini adalah untuk setiap kali berlaku sesuatu input berlaku, then dia akan simpan maklumat input tu melalui variable event, pemboleh ubah event. Okay, so event ni akan simpan apa benda yang telah berlaku. Jadi apabila kita nak tengok apa benda yang berlaku, if we want to see what has happened, then we test the event, what is kept inside the event variable. Okay, so kat sini, if event is action pressed, so basically what we're saying is that if the event is action pressed, that means the action of the event is UI right. UI right ni is the right button. Ini apa ni, kita punya arrow ke kanan tu. Jadi kat sini kita uji, okay, uji event tu, event yang datang melalui input ni, adakah dia apa ni, tekan butang kanan. Okay, kalau dia tekan butang kanan, Yang apa kita nak buat? Current position dot x. Okay, jadi current position maknanya kedudukan sekarang untuk selector tu, kita nak ke kanan. Sebab kita nak tambah 10. So dia akan lompat ke kanan. Lompat ke kanan 10 pixel. 10 pixel, 10 pixel macam tu. Okay. Lepas tu bila kita dah buat perubahan dekat sini, kita bagi balik pada selector dot position tu. Kita gantikan balik position untuk selector tu. Yang tu faham?
Faham?
Okay. So then apabila kita run, then dia akan jadilah. Jadi kalau kita boleh tekan butang kanan, dia akan pergi ke kanan hijau tu. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So cuba apa nama ni? Try to change so that it also goes to the left. Okay. Try to change, tambahkan. Okay. You can copy paste this code untuk supaya dia juga pergi ke kiri. Cuba tengok, boleh? Do you guys understand how to make it go to the left? Siapa dah buat, boleh share dia punya screen, tunjuk pada semua.
Someone say probably.
Yeah?
Someone say probably.
Probably. Okay. Hold on. Okay, anybody want to share their solution? I don't know what I'm doing. You want to share what you've already done?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. Right. Okay. So the first thing is it should be inside the function input though. So you should move it into the function input, and you should probably just move the line. Yeah. Move it after. No. Don't delete. Copy paste where? What? No, that is correct. But you have to add the left event on the in the function input after the action press UI write though. You only need the line 7 to 9 though. In fact, you don't need even 7 to 9, you just need 7, 8 now. You have to think about what you want it to do. Okay. So the first thing is that we already are at line 5, we already get the variable of the position. Okay. At line 5, we already got the variable of the position. Now at line 7 and 8, we change the position because we press the right button. Okay. And then at line 11, we apply back the position, the updated position. We apply it back to the selector. Okay. So if you want to add additional changes to the position, it has to be before you apply back to the selector. You understand? So the answer is that like you copy line 7 and 8 and then you paste it at line 10 and 11. Okay, line 10 tu you have to apa namanya bring it outside a bit. Delete backspace. Okay, like that. Right, so try to run. Okay, you can go left. You can go, okay, good. All right. Okay. So all the rest of you guys were able to do it?
For me, no.
Where are you stuck? You want to share your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Share your screen. All right. Okay. The error is okay. In Godot, the scripting language, it's called GD script. The scope of a function, okay, is determined by the indentation. Indentation is how much space you put in front of the first letter on the line. Okay, so what happened here is that on your line 7 though, if event dot is action press, you make it all the way to the left. Okay, so when you make it all the way to the left, it's no longer under function input. You understand?
No.
It is out of the scope of function input. The function input, the scope has to be one space inside. Okay, so var current post to is under the function input scope. But if event to right now is outside of the scope. What you need to do is you need to select from line 7 all the way to line current position though, all the way to the bottom, all the way to line 14. Yeah, all the way to line 14. Okay, you press tab. Press tab. Tab. On the keyboard, it's above the caps lock. Press escape. Okay. Yeah, okay. So when you move it all inside, okay, one space, that aligns it under the function input though. So it makes it into the function input scope. Do you understand?
I don't understand English that much.
Oh, okay. Okay. Apabila apa namanya function tu dia ada apa ya scope scope ni macam ruang dia lah untuk ni. Kalau kita nak kata benda apa ni kod ni adalah satu kumpulan. Okey, function tu adalah satu kumpulan kod. Okey. Jadi kumpulan kod tu dia kena duduk dia di bawah nama function tu. Okey, jadi kalau jadi macam contohnya kalau kita solat lah, imam tu kena duduk paling depan sekali kan. Contoh ni. Jadi kalau function input ni dia punya imam tu adalah line 3 tu, function input tu. So dia lah duduk paling depan sekali. Orang belakang dia kena duduk satu line belakang dia. Jadi yang tadi tu if event semua duduk sama line dengan dia. Jadi macam dia orang bukanlah makmum untuk function input tu.
Oh.
Okey, dia kena duduk satu line ke belakang. Jadi semua yang satu line ke belakang tu adalah bawah function input. Okey. Boleh faham macam tu?
Boleh.
Alright. Cuba run. Patutnya boleh. Tekan play. Tekan play dekat atas. Kanan lagi. Kanan kiri. Ada play button tu. Tu. Dah tekan dah?
Dah.
Condition air is true. Kenapa ada error? Tak keluar apa-apa ya?
Tak.
Cuba tekan balik script lah. Oh, okay. Line 5 tu, position tu, satu S je. Position tu bukan 2S, satu S je. Position. Sama juga dengan line 14. Okay. Cuba play. Ya, jadi ya. Boleh?
Tak.
Dia tak keluar apa-apa?
Dia keluar ni. Could not start sub-process.
Apa macam tu Sekejap Dia dah save kan. Dah save. Cuba pergi ke menu project. Project.
Menu
Ada
project.
tak? Ada tak? Ada kat atas. Oh, ni guna Mac ke? Is this a Macintosh? I mean, is this Apple punya ni?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, padahal interface nampak pelik sikit. Because there's supposed to be a menu up there. Your menu will be in the main ni kan? Kalau Apple is right in the top right. It's outside the program, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you were to go to the menu,
Menu.
okay. So there's a yeah, under project though, there is a menu for reload current project. Can you try that?
Project.
The menu at the top.
Okay.
Project. Reload current project. Yeah. Okay. While we are working on this issue, for all the rest, you guys try to add also for to move it up and down. Oh, up and down pun dah Harvin. Oh, okay. Bagus. Okay, try to play. It may be damaged or incomplete. If something happened to your Godot, yeah? Before this, you can play it or not? Before this, last week, you can play or not? When you press play last week,
No.
It didn't come out.
Hari tu saya tak tekan play.
Oh, I think you need to re-download lah. There is a possibility itulah your download wasn't really complete or something. Can you try to re-download and then try again?
Okay.
Close this Godot and then try to re-download and then open back the project. Okay. In the meantime, we'll continue with the rest. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Kakak, sorry, what? You broke yours. Try to share screen.
I cannot share screen.
No, Fatima.
Oh.
She has a problem. Okay. And then, okay, your action though. Line 10, line 12, and line 14, you spell action wrong. ACTION. Okay. All right. Okay. So the thing is, once we have created it, you can go left and right, up and down. Okay. But the thing is, the truth is, this is very slow. Okay. Let me just reach to where you guys are. You are up. You are down. Okay. X, Y minus Y plus. Okay. So moving by 10 pixels and 10 pixels is fine if we are having some sort of action game or something. But this is more of a puzzle game. So this is very, very slow lah for the user. Okay. So what we want to do is that when the user, let's say he is here, he press right, he will immediately jump here. Okay, he press right again, he will immediately jump here. Okay, he press down, he will immediately jump here. Okay, so that's what we want to try to do. Okay, you guys understand? Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to save the coordinates of where we're going to make it jump, and then we're going to apply those coordinates when the user press the buttons. Okay, so first we need to save the coordinates. Okay, the easiest way to more or less guess what the coordinates are is for us to see what is the coordinates. Okay, so let's just print here. Okay, I think print line work. No, it doesn't work. It has to be okay. Oh, no, print line, print. Yep. Okay, so every time I press a button, we can see you guys can see at the back here, the current position of the selector. Okay, so it's 205, 200. So X is 205 and Y is 200. Okay, if I was to move here, you can see the X keep on heading up. Okay, until over here is 425. Okay, so let me just write that somewhere. Oh. Okay, so let's write. So the first position here is more or less 205, 200. I'll say 200. This is, yeah. I'll say 200 lah, 200 by 200. So the first position would be 200 by 200. Okay. And then we go to the right. Some more. Position will be more or less around 415 over 200. Okay, so 415, 200. Okay, and we move to the right some more. 635 over 200. So 635 over 200. And the final one, it is 845 over 200. 845 over 200. Okay. So, and then going down here, it is 835 over 370. 835, 370. Okay, more or less lah. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we're going to create a array that keep all these coordinates. Okay. So an array is a type of variable, okay, that has many variables inside it. So just now we saw that current position is a type of array that is called vector2, where inside it we have the x and the y position, right? So there's another type of array, there's another type of variable that's called an array. So array can have a lot of variable inside it, whatever variable that you want to put in. So what we're going to do here, we're going to create that variable. Okay, we're going to create the array. So we're going to declare the variable positions. Okay. So hold on. Okay. We are going to declare the positions immediately here, right? Okay, so the array is if you want to declare the data immediately, so we just put it in a square bracket like this. Okay, so we can put in, for example, a same classical. So this is, for example, array that have these three words: a Kasim Basikal. Okay, so what we want is not an array of words, but an array of position. Okay, so we want to have a vector. We want to have a vector that is x and y at the position that we mentioned just now, which is this one. Okay. So the way we do it is hmm, well, I need to think about this bit. There should be an array of okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a positions of X and positions of Y. Okay. So the positions of X we have here is 200, 415, 235, 845, and yeah. So 200, 415, 65, 845. 200, 415, 635, 845. Okay. Over here is going to be our Y positions. Okay. So it is 200 and 370. 200 and 370. Okay. So our current position is we're going to change this so that rather than it refers to the screen pixels, okay, rather than it refers to the screen pixel, we will refer to the array here. Okay, so we have the okay, so we have the foot already laid out more or less in the grid. Okay, so we want this to be position 1, 1. If we go to the right here, it become okay. It become the X will be 2. And that means it becomes 2, 1. Okay, 3, 1, 4, 1. Or if it goes down here, it'll be 2. So it'll be 4, 2. Okay. I just write it first so that you guys can probably understand it better. So let's say with current position, we start with dimension just now vector 2. We have 1, 1. Okay. So right. Okay, up, down, left, right. Contour. Okay. And then the position of that we're going to give will be the position based on our array here. Okay. Hold on, let me just think. Okay, let's try this first and see whether it works. If it works, then it's a miracle. uh, it keeps on going back. Okay, right. Okay. All right. I can explain that one. Okay. Do you guys understand what's happening? Anybody understand what's happening? Arfan, do you understand? Uh, the value. No. I mean what I'm trying to do, as in using the array. Yes. So Udin, you understand? How about the rest, Lokman? Okay. Voice? How far?
Yes.
Were you able to do the download?
Still cannot.
Still cannot. Is it still the same error?
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. I have to look into Nira, whether there's any solution for Mac OS. Okay, tak apalah. You just tengok je lah dulu kita untuk nak. Okay, right. So Lokman, not really. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. I will explain one by one. There's still a few errors here. Okay. There's still a few errors. So I'll try to explain what it does on every line. And then after that, I will explain how we're going to fix it. Okay. So var positions X is an array. Okay. What that means is that it's a collection of variable. Okay, you have a set of things that a set of values that you want to keep. Okay, so array ini usually you will access it back using the what is called as the index. Okay, so positions 200, 415, 65, 845. So if you want to access back 415, for example, you will access it using like this. You will say positions 1. Okay, so positions 1 would be the value would be 415. Okay, positions 3, the value will be 845. Okay, so the reason is because usually when we're talking about positions inside the array, it starts with 0 index. 0 index means 0 is the first one. So position 0 will be this one. It will be 200. Okay, so we have 2 arrays. One array, the positions of X that we want, and the other array is the positions of Y. So you have the positions of X and you have the positions of Y. Okay, and then current position, we're going to use the left, right, up, down. We just plus 1 for X or 1 for Y. Okay, and then what we do here is that we create a new vector that read the current position based on after our movement. Okay, and we read from the array here. Okay, so and then that will be the final position will become a combination of position X and position Y based on our current position movement just now lah. Okay, and then that will be the one that is finally replace the selector position. Okay, so the error that happens is because one I set it here is 0, 1, 1, it's supposed to be 0, 0. Okay, so 0, 0 will begin with the first one lah, which is the X will be 200, the Y will be 200. Okay, that is the first mistake just now. The second mistake is that every time the input event happen, the current position will be replaced again. It will be replaced again, and it will become 0, 0 again. Okay, so all of the movement that we made just now is going to be back to 0, 0. Okay, so we need to take this out. We need to take this out, put it external of the function. Okay, so when it's external of the function, that means this is going to be initialized when we start the program, and then after that inside here we can change the value. The value will remain. The next time it's called, the current position will still remain. Okay, and then once that and then after that over here is the vector with the final position lah. Okay, so this one, if we run this, it should work, but there are some problems. Okay, first problem is you can go to the right, down, up, left, down, up, down. Okay, that is fine. But the problem that happens is that what happens when, for example, you are here and you press up. In the end, it will become a error lah, because there is no index -3. Okay, because the current position we keep on minusing, even though there is no more. Our array consists of only 2, 0 and 1, but you know we keep on pressing, so it goes out of bounds. It's called out of bounds error. Okay, so we need to set the boundary of our variable so that we move when we move it. Okay, so for example, this one go to the right. Okay, over here is already the maximum for the X. Okay, we keep on going to the right, there's no more value. So because there's no more value, then we get an invalid index. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to check the value before we change it. Okay, so for example, over here, before we press when we press the right key, before we add it, we can check, is it the maximum or not? If current position dot X is less than length of positions X. Okay, so what we're doing here is we want to make sure that the current position X too is less than the length, how many variables is inside the array for positions X. Okay, so if it's more, then it wouldn't plus anymore. Okay, same here. If we want to check if current position dot X is higher than 0. Okay, so if it's higher than 0, then we can plus, and we can minus. But if it's not higher than 0, then you cannot minus anymore. Okay, so over here, same thing. If current position dot Y is less than positions Y, and over here, if current position Y is more than 0. Oh, sorry. It's the other way around. More than 0. And okay, let me just try first. When you run this, okay, I try to press left, so it doesn't work. I try to press up, it doesn't work. Okay, I oh, I was able to go to the right. Why was it able to go to the right? Okay, this one has to be -1 then. Um, this is less than. Okay. Okay. So if it is more than the bound that we check, then it doesn't move more than that. Okay. So this is the final change for our script for today. Okay, try to copy this first, and then see whether itulah whether it works or not. Make sure that you get all the indentation right. Okay, so like for example, just now when we're talking about the scope of the function, okay, so under the same tab is everything under the function. So this is the scope of the of this we will call it control. This is sort of like a control group. Okay, so this one is under this one. Okay, and this one is under this one. So you have to make sure that the tab is correct. Okay, the spacing is correct. That's very important. And then this one, yeah, this one just to show later. Okay, Udin, you still have error? Okay, try to share your screen. Okay, right. You didn't finish copying yet. There's one is that you didn't finish copying yet. So you have your right, your left, your up, but you don't have the down. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is yeah, you need to look back at my source code and see what is the changes because yours have right, left, your right and your left. Even your left open is already problematic. After line 14 too, you're supposed to check first. I will share my screen and then you compare back. Okay. So yours just now, you didn't have this. Your left didn't Let's check the position here. How about the rest? Everyone else okay? For Alpha, I will have to look into the Mac OS thing. Nanti I'll try to see how I can investigate further that one. You got it? Okay, good. Lokman, you able to get it? Yes, okay, good, good. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget this one. The current position outside here. Yeah. Don't forget that the variable current position is outside of the function input. Okay. Arfan, you got it? Is there any questions? Do you guys have any questions with regards to so there's a few things that we learned today. We learned about one is the variables, okay, declaring variables. We learned about declaring arrays. Okay, we learned about um apa nama ni, updating the position based on the input lah. So we'll also learn about oh, you made mouse already. Okay. That is more advanced lah. Okay. Right. So I think this is where we stop tonight. Tuan-tuan, I'm going to later after this I'm going to push this into the apa nama ni? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The GitHub, our GitHub. So you guys can copy from the GitHub if you haven't finished copying yet. Tuan-tuan, and then after that, we'll see for apa nama ni? Alpha, I will try to find a solution before we start again next week. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Whichever way it is, I'll try to update in the WhatsApp lah. Okay, guys. So that's all for tonight. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.